Hello, everybody. This is Justin Solaric from Solaric Sounds. Today, we're going to be looking a little bit into sound design and using sound effects that you normally can't find lying around in the house or do in your house, like fire, deep ocean sounds, robots, just stuff that you can't really go out and record safely or it isn't practical to go out and record. So we're going to be doing a little bit of that. I'm going to do a couple of demos today. Let's get started. So as you see, we got a bunch of different assortment of sounds. We got paint strokes, which is going to sound like a nice wave underwater sound when we get done with it. Got some bubbles, which right now is going to sound weird, but trust me, it'll sound better later. We got some water surface. And then we got the main sound, which is actually a synth I found on Logic. So I like that a lot, but I'm trying to get more of the perspective from underwater and kind of like surface level. I don't want to be above level and hearing a bunch of rain and animals, which is fine, but we're going to work with that. So to get started, I'm going to work with the main water sound. I already went ahead and messed around with the channel EQ and I pitch shifted a little bit down. It already sounds like you're more in the water. So let's see if we can work on that even more. So what I'm doing here is I'm basically taking out all the high end to get rid of a lot of the animal sounds and some rain to make it sound like you're more in the water. So I think that's okay now. We're going to try mixing that with a little bit of the water surface right now. No, it's not too good right now. This is literally just me blowing into a cup of water right now. So what we're gonna do is get rid of a lot of that beginning, because I don't like that. A lot of that isn't needed. So this kind of gives me like a feeling of there being like a sea creature kind of blowing in there, you know, get some bubbles going, which is I'm gonna mix with that too. So we're going to do the same thing we did with the other things, kind of. We're going to EQ this. Get rid of a lot of the high end, because again, we're underwater. We don't want a lot of high end. Do that. Don't want that there. That's pretty good, actually. And again, we're going to kind of pitch shift this downwards. Pitch shift. A couple of semitones. I guess I could do a little bit more of a decrease on that, because we don't want any of that little thump at the end. That's really good, actually. I'm going to put a little compression on that, balance it out. And I'm using all of Logic stock plugins, because Logic stock plugins are really good. Then I really get to sound like it's underwater. We're gonna cut out some of the low end too. To get like a telephone effect. Then we use Flex Tool actually to stretch it out a little bit. Can't do too much. Get like a more drawn out effect. I think we're gonna start mixing with the actual water sound. So now I'm gonna go ahead and actually drop that a little lower. Alright, now we're gonna start working with the bubbles. I don't think we're gonna use all of these, but it's gonna be kind of nice to have some breakup. You can see there's a lot. I use a metal cup and a metal straw, so they weren't the best recorded. Well, here's what we're gonna do. Let's see, we're gonna keep those and kind of make them smaller. Try to put them throughout. Okay. So now with this, same thing, I'm going to take out a lot of the high end. Still. We take that, and we get rid of the EQ before. You can already hear the difference. So we don't want that at the beginning. We're gonna probably start playing that. I don't want all of you. Just to kind of give the illusion that there's like a big creature or something in the water. We're gonna take that down. We're gonna pitch shift that. See, I can already picture like a giant octopus or something swimming around. Ooh. Alright, now we have paint strokes. EQ is your best friend right now. This is just, the paint strokes are going to be more for the background effect. So we're going to want those very quiet. Pitch shift that down a lot. Got to separate these. We can make them a little longer. Well, I think we can't do that, so we're actually going to try and mess around with the time stretch. Do that. We don't want that at the end. So you can see that already creates like a nice little wave sound. I think we can go a little longer, actually. And the important part when you're doing this kind of stuff is to really, you gotta remember to do fades, because fades make it sound more natural. Do a pretty hard fade in, pretty easy. Let's see, we're gonna do it even more gradual. Yes, that sounds like all together beautiful. Doesn't sound great by itself, but when you pair it with everything else, it sounds great. I think I might actually do that one too. There we go. Ocean sounds are really about drawing out the sounds and lowering them. Wrong one. Don't want that one. I cut a lot of that actually. Don't want that much. Again, we need fades put in these because fades are important. Okay, I think that's too morphed. So we're actually not going to do that. We're going to do like a little bit probably. Fades in that. That's a big click, I don't want that. There we go. Now, some of the fun parts about editing sound like this are being able to mess with the panning and moving it around, making it sound like it's all around you. Because right now it's pretty one-dimensional. Alright guys, sorry, we're back. We had a lot of clicking and popping we had to get rid of and figure out some of my overload issues, but we're good now. This is what we're doing. What we're going to do now is do some smart stuff. We're going to mess with the panning. It's my favorite part, actually, because it really adds body to the audio. Let's see here. Start with the volume X because I need to fix this. We got our pencil tool. Mess with this a lot. Alright, now to end this, I think pretty much all we need to do is add a couple things, like limiting more channel EQ for the overall tracks to glue them together, and some subtle EQ shaping. And this is the final result. Now, like I said, if I was trying to send this out, I would obviously loop this more. I'd probably make it 30 seconds to a minute. But this was a fun project to work on. Deep Ocean Sound. I want to do more like these. I want to do some other natural sounds, some artificial sounds, some sci-fi horror stuff. So, if you enjoyed this, like, subscribe. Come check out Solaric Sounds on YouTube. Go look and follow the website. I'll leave links for everything. But thank you for watching, and I hope I can see you again.